trying out this new comfy, cozy blanket. We're trying that out today. So glad you're here. As we all know, sometimes there are little blips in our day. I had to go emergency babysit, and it's fine, a toddler, a male toddler today. So, who, I got here about 5 minutes before the show, unusual for me. And then I reached into my purse, and here are my headphones. Somebody very charmingly did kind of a 1960s pop art site-specific arrangement with these. But what was also, and I think this is so sweet, he also gave me a lovely parting gift, and I'd like to share it. I think he thought I needed a makeover, so this would be, yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to be pretty much doing this throughout the show, and singing "I'm My Own Grandpa." Anyway, that was fun. So you'll be able to hear me a little better in a minute. I should have had an OCD friend come over and do this for me. Have you ever noticed that your friends are really like obsessive compulsive? If they will sit there and they'll take your headphones away from you and they will do this with them. I don't know why. So hi, welcome. Big astrological news, which is that Jupiter, that big, happy, benevolent, what do they call them? Big round things. Sumo wrestlers, planets. Okay. That big, happy planet moved into Capricorn, or it's just about to. Now, when Jupiter moves into, for instance, a sign. So when Jupiter, it makes that sign sort of doing things that are associated with that sign kind of happy and lucky. If you have that sign in your chart, it sort of lights that part up for you. Jupiter in Capricorn is going to be very good for Capricorns so it will make people perceive them as, and I mean this lovingly to all my Capricorn friends, less annoying and more kind of useful and attractive. I love Capricorns. It's the most misunderstood astrological sign because they come across sometimes they can come across very kind of reserved, status conscious, or have a need to be in control on the outside. Underneath, they are dancing around in plaid undershorts wearing like moose antlers in their head. I mean, in a metaphysical and interior way. Anyway, so if you like astrology at all, you can go look your chart up and see where Capricorn falls in your chart, because wherever that is, that's going to be what lights up and is an area where you have very good luck. And hopefully one that doesn't involve toddlers. The other thing that happened, we had a nice new moon recently. A new moon is a good time for starting things. I've been recommending this wonderful woman, Sarah Prout, has something called the Ancient Manifesting Ritual. And she sells it online. Her name is Sarah, Prout. And what she does is you just get these exercises and you do them. I mean, not like this kind, because I wouldn't be talking about it because I don't do that. But you print out this really cool sort of series of exercises to have you look at yourself and what you really want as opposed to what you think you should want or what your parents want. And it's a very useful thing. So I just started doing mine. I realized I wanted to be a lion tamer. My school didn't offer a degree in that. But it's actually, seriously, it's a cool thing to do. And I know we haven't even had the holidays yet, but I like to prepare for New Year's way in advance because 2020 is going to be a really good year. I just have that feeling. And, I'm good at feelings. And you're good at other things. We're going to have our first caller. I don't know if you guys can hear me. And next time you see me, I will be in small claims court with this child. And the answer is yes, I do have a backup pair. This is both of them. Unadulterated gin here. Anyway, I hope you guys all had a great week. And I'm hoping we have a first caller. Dave. Talk to me, Dave. Oh, I love the name Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Can you hear me?
Hi, I can. How are you?
I'm great. Crystal, could you do this for me so I can just concentrate on you? This thing is messed up. Anyway, nice to hear your voice. And interesting. You've got, well, tell me your birthday first. You have a, what? You just sighed. What was that? It's okay. You don't have to tell me the date. I just asked people to tell me their birthday so I can tune in on them. So just the day and month.
February 29th.
Hello, fellow Pisces. Oh, you're a leap year baby. That's so cool. Wow, that's so magic. It's
been very interesting all of my life.
What's that?
It's been very interesting for me all of my life.
In what way? It must make you feel special.
It's made me very empathic, I believe.
That's certainly what I'm getting. The other thing I'm getting with you is that it also made you strong. So, because if you grew up and still are as empathic as you are, it makes you strong because you have to be, otherwise you'd crumble into dust. It feels to me, maybe I'm projecting, that a lot of my Pisces friends went through breakups in the last couple of weeks. Would that be what's going on with you?
No, not at all. Not with relationships, but with like past problems. I've finally decided to let go of things and move forward. Yes, I think that's what you're probably sensing.
I think I am, because that's exactly what I was writing about today, and thinking a lot about today, and working with clients. And I'd love to work with you because you're amazing in that you're willing to let stuff go. And I work with people and I'll say, would you rather be right in this situation, or would you rather be happy? And because people really identify with their problems and you don't. And the last couple of weeks, I've also been looking at old behaviors or old ways of being. And I think you're going through this exactly. And when that old behavior or way of being comes up, I can kind of sense it and say, you know what? I'm not going through door number 1 anymore. I'm choosing door number 2 here. Are you finding that out? Are you finding that you're not engaging with other people's toxic narratives, that you're making better choices for self-care? Are you?
Right, that's exactly, yes, you're correct. And it's enlightened me quite definitely, and it's made a huge difference in my daily being and everything, and how I feel, everything.
Well, you're very present wherever you are right now. I mean, at work, or if you're, doing something creative at home, you're not being taken hostage by woulda, shoulda, coulda. You're being, before, if you were someplace half of you wouldn't be there because your anxiety would have taken you out of the room, essentially. And there's a really beautiful thing about not letting anxiety yank you out of your being in the moment. It's beautiful. There's a beautiful thing when you can just be at work pouring a cup of tea, and that's what you're doing. You're at work pouring a cup of tea. Or it also feels to me like you've discovered either a spiritual practice or a form of meditation that really works for you. Is that the case?
That's very, 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 very true. That's my question for you is I'm also discovering that I have some psychic abilities that I'm unsure about, and I kind of want to know where to go from here.
All right, let's see what kind of psychic ability you have. I've never done this in the show before. And this is not about me, although it's kind of fun. But off the top of your head, do not think without pausing. Tell me, say 3 words, tune into my energy. Say 3 words about me or something that's going on in my life. Hit it.
I'm seeing purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just seeing light and happy.
That's very good. And thank you. That's very good. I work a lot with, well, aside from just sheer prayer, I like to work with some saints and ascended masters. I work a lot with Archangel Raphael, whose color is purple. And you're picking up, I do an angelic meditation before the show. So you're very good. Now, somebody who's, for me, I think you're a clairvoyant and an empath. And I also, there's a little bit of shamanism in there. I'm going to recommend a book right now. It's not actually about magic. It's sort of about, it's called, what's it called? It's called Practical Magic. It's not a fiction book. It was way before that. And what it is just how to get into certain states that will, and then shield yourself, and then do a deep listening to yourself and to other people. That's the kind of, you're a psychic who, by shamanistic, I mean that you have a connection to the physical earth. By clairvoyant, I mean that you get information, you see information. An empath and clairsentient are sort of the same thing. You just feel stuff in your body. Those are good places to start. My name is Peri, Lyons, Peri, and then Lyons, Lyons. Drop me a line on my Facebook page, and I'll recommend a couple of books and give you a couple minutes of direction. That's something you should start studying. Don't quit your day job yet, but when it's time, I think you'll be a part of the community, somebody in the community we really, really value. And does that work for you? Okay. Anything else?
No, I appreciate everything, and thank you so much for your time.
Oh, such a pleasure. And please do get in touch. You have a real gift. And if you've ever seen this show before, you know, I don't fit. Unless you ask me my way.
Absolutely. No, I've been watching for a little bit.
Oh, thank you. I'll send you a check. All right. Thanks, love. Okay, now we have,
take care.
That was wonderful. What a great session. Now we have Jane from Kent in England. Are you in Canterbury? I love Kent. Darling, are you there? Jane?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello there. I used to date a lot of men from Kent, and it would just drive me crazy because they'd spend the first part of the date explaining the difference between a Kentish man or a man of Kent, and then I'd have to hit them. How are you today?
I'm not sure.
Good. Well, I'm glad you called then. I feel you're worried about something slightly physical that might be affecting your self-esteem. But first of all, tell me your birthday. What day is it?
Sorry?
I'm sorry. Oh, look, these are almost ready. Tell me what day your birthday is. That's how I connect with you and jump into you.
Oh, 28th of August.
I'm sorry. What? The what? I'm sorry. What is it, love?
Sorry? 28th of August.
Okay,
28th.
good to know. Have you? I'm very glad you called. Have you? Oh, and now we can use these. Woohoo! Oh, August 28th. God, that's really interesting. I have. Hold on 1 second. I'm just fixing the. Stand by, folks, and look at my. What I just did was. Hooray! These puppies are brand new. Okay. There. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good thing too. 28th of August. That's people born in that day are so good, but sometimes they work so hard to make everybody else feel good and take care of everybody else that they lose track of who they are. Anyway, so what's your question, my angel?
About my love life.
Oh, God, me too. Do you go to any kind of class or, do you go to like a folk dancing class or some sort of thing where you're out and about with people? I'm not sure going down to the pub really counts. But do you do anything like that right now?
No.
Okay, I would start doing that. Any kind of class you take. Are you a good gardener? Or do you enjoy it?
Gardening.
If you wanted to take a garden,
gardening.
That's your job? I rock. Okay. Is this about somebody you have your eye on? Or just you want to know if you're going to meet somebody?
Well, I have had someone in my life, but I'm not sure if he's coming back or not.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I think he is. I don't think he is until January or maybe late December. Did he kind of get a crush on somebody? Or did he just choose?
Him, I don't know.
Can I ask you kind of a personal question? Does he have a drinking problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. He's never drunk in front of me.
Can we just? I'm just gonna tell you. He's an alcoholic, and it's progressive disease. Doesn't get better. It's a physical disease that affects the emotions. So when he's sober, he's a really, really nice guy. When he's had a few, he is kind of abusive and puts you down. I'm not physically abusive. You wouldn't stand for that. But he's just kind of mean. And I think what's happened is not that he's left you for somebody else. I think he's left you because he wants to be sort of left alone to drink, if that makes sense. I also think that he's just realized either today or he might do it tomorrow that was the worst damn mistake of his life, was breaking up with you. Nobody has ever taken care of him, loved him, seen him, or been kinder to him than you. And you have great physical connection. And look at those eyes. You're so pretty. And that little nose. You had a cute little nose. This is me seeing you psychically, but I'm absolutely You know I'm right, right? So I think you'll probably get very lonely around the holidays, but it's not so much about him being lonely as it is about him realizing that, damn, there's nobody better than you. Did you guys have really good laughs together?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Well, I'm going through a similar thing. I'm not sure I'm going to take him back, but I've noticed that when I'm not kind of like, oh, I hope things work out. When I'm like, hey, good to see you. Well, I can't remember your name, but it's nice to see you. And, I'd love to talk, but I'm taking a scuba diving class. The best way to, quote, get somebody back is to get yourself back. And that's what I'm looking at with you. That's why I'm saying, I want you to have you have a lot of talents. I want you to do something that you just enjoy. And you're so much fun to be around. Girl, I'm calling you next time I'm in Canterbury. If you listen to that laugh, that is the laugh of a woman who is fun to be around. I would totally be mates with you. Next time I'm in England, I'm taking you for a beer. Because also you'll do, at first, I was going to say you'll do anything. But then at first you'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, okay. I mean, if it's like Skittles or swimming or bowling or whatever. And then your mates will be like, look at her. She's on fire. So, 4 words, get out of the house. 5 words. I'm a Pisces. We don't count. Well, we do count. But so also there's somebody lurking in the distance who has kind of a crush on you, baby. And
How is that?
yeah. Where's your local?
I don't know. Sorry?
Is there someplace? Do you have a local, or can you tell I lived in England for a long time? Do you have a local, or is there someplace, some restaurant or some pub you go to occasionally? There's somebody at one of those places who, what?
No, I don't go out. I don't go out.
Okay. What are we going to do after we hang up the phone today? We're going to go out. Okay, we're not going to go out because it's like 2 a.m. there, but I'm going to make you write me at Peri. I'm not kidding either. And tell me that you went out. The best thing I did after my breakup, which was my idea 2 weeks ago, was I was feeling really sorry for myself. Not that you do that, and I was like, oh, woe is me, And I'm like, oh, I'm going to put an end to it all. And then some inner voice in me said, no, you're not. You're going to go hit a piano bar. So I'm in Maryland right now. And when that voice that said, I can't go out, I'm too sad, I'm not thin enough, I'm not 23, nobody will like me. The other voice said, oh, shut up. And so I went out, I called a girlfriend and said, just come keep me company because God knows you can't sing. And but I paid for dinner. I just went and sat in and sang a couple songs. It's good to go outside. So I want you to either go out with your girlfriends and do something productive. I want you to take a class because I think you're going to meet somebody else. And when this guy comes around, as he will, January 15th at the latest, you're going to be like, yeah, I'll see you again. But I don't think exclusively because I'm having a good time. So the best way to get somebody back is to get yourself back. And Jane is my favorite name in the world. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel good?
Yeah, that cleared me out.
Yeah. I think you've actually outgrown him. Really, I do. I think you've outgrown him. And, we miss them because they're fun to have. They have certain uses. Oh, you people have such dirty minds. I meant putting up shelves, people. But I think there's somebody coming along in 2020 who's really fun for you. And I think more your type. All right, my love. Thank you. Keep in touch. And if I
Okay,
don't
thank you very much.
Sure, and if I don't psychically sense that you're like taking a folk dance class or learning to scuba dive, I'm going to come to your house and knock on your door. Okay? I love England. Any excuse to go there. All right?
Thank you.
All right, Jane. Huge hug. Talk to you soon. Come back. Have some kittens. Excuse me. We're here Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But what we also are is always here for you. So come back. I have a 97% accuracy rate. And about you guys, about me, not so much. And just have a wonderful week.